everyone. Welcome to another episode of Afro Scientific Spirituality. My name is Efe West, and if this is your first time on this channel, this is the place where we talk about real African spiritual practices. In this channel, we don't mix African spirituality. We don't mix it with any religion. We talk about the undiluted, polluted African spirituality that has been existing before the onset of religion. We were practicing it the way Africans were practicing it before the era of colonization, before the invention of Christianity and Islam. So if you want the good stuff, this is the place to be. So please subscribe to this channel. Today, I'm going to be teaching you guys how to properly give offerings to river or sea deities. The right way to do it, the original way to do it, how the ancestors have been doing it from time immemorial. Okay? There is a method to the system. Nowadays, I see people giving offerings. They say they are giving offerings to the river or sea deities. They're just doing the wrong thing. Sometimes you think they are actually polluting the river and the sea in the name of giving offering to river and sea deities. Some of them are also causing more problems for themselves and bringing more problems into their life by giving the offerings the wrong way. The importance of this very simple subject is that there's a way you present something to somebody if you are giving a gift. If you present the gift the wrong way, it is definitely going to be rejected and you are going to reap the repercussion. Just like, think of the way that you want to give somebody something, or somebody said they gave you a gift arrogantly or in a very insultive or demeaning way. Are you going to accept that gift? Somebody say they want to give you some sum of money, then they just throw the money to you in a very offensive way, or they go out to tell the altar and announce it that I am giving this amount of money to Mr. So and so. Everybody should know. You know, that kind of thing. There's a way you do things maturedly and codedly or privately that will bring peace of mind to everybody involved. You should apply this principle in giving offerings to deities or spirits. It is not a show for everybody to see. It's a private affair, a private relationship, private connection between you and that spirit. Okay, there are methods to doing this, and I'm going to explain today what the proper way of doing it so that you can do it correctly. And when you see people doing the wrong thing, you should be able to correct them as well. It's your responsibility because the sea and the river belongs to all of us. We should not be allowing people to be polluting our rivers in the name of giving offerings to deities. We were never taught to pollute the rivers. We that do it, people that do it the original way, do not pollute the rivers and the sea. Okay, so you need to know how to do this. That will be eco-friendly, peaceful, and in harmony with nature, and also in harmony with the deities you are trying to contact. And also will be a win-win situation for you, bringing the blessings you want, bringing the relationships you want, and also feeding the deities or the animals in the sea, and also making more friends and making everybody happy. Okay, so this is how we do it. First thing is that we get the name of the deity you want to contact. You should know them because there are so many deities in the sea. In fact, there are different races living under the sea. That is a topic for another day. So you need to know who you want to connect who you are giving this offering to. You need to be specific to get accurate results. Okay, if you use something you have been seeing in your dream, or you have a family connection, ancestral connection to that deity, or the deity have been trying to contact you, or just have a feeling that I want to make friends with this deity. You get their name, find out their characteristics, know more about them. We call this intellectual immersion. Then you find out the day that is appropriate to venerate this deity. On that day, you go there. Okay? For the preparation, things you will need. The river or the sea, they don't like to be polluted. They like everything to be clean and pure with them. You will need a white bowl. Most people prefer a white bowl because it signifies purity, and also it's also clear. If there's any stain on it, you will easily see it. So most people use a white bowl, so you should get one. It can be a basin or a plastic container. The main thing is that it's dedicated. It's not something that you use for your everyday menial job, for washing clothes or cooking. You should just have this bowl. See, this bowl or this plate or this dish is for offering, making offerings to the deities, and you keep it separately. You don't use it for anything else. Okay? Then you have that. So what do we give them? You can offer the deities mostly things that we human beings can eat, because the aim is that the deities, they are personified as human forms and also in form of animals. That's what they call an anthropomorphification, and we kind of personify these deities in human form. So the aim is that you're trying to give something to them, but in actuality, if we want to relate it physically, it is the fishes in the sea or the organisms in the sea you are actually, or in the river, you are actually trying to feed or to give something to eat. So you should see that this food offering is for the fishes in the sea. Just look at it that way. It's for the fishes, for the animals in the sea that I'm giving this food. Look at it that way, it will be much better. So how do you feed them? You can give them food, edible food, cooked food, or uncooked food. You can actually cook rice, the things that you can eat physically, things that you know that they are biodegradable, that the fishes can actually eat and will not have any problem to them. You cook these foods, then you take it to them. You can also give them raw food. You can also throw raw rice, raw beans. They will still eat them because they are from nature, and we know that animals, fishes in the sea, the rivers, they eat those things. You can still give them those. You can also give them sweets, chocolates, biscuits, candies, cakes. You can give them. When you want to give them these sweets or chocolates, you must make sure that you remove the wrapper, the plastic wrappers. Everything must be opened. You must not throw the sweets in their wrappers into the sea or the river, because the plastic wrappers will pollute the water, and it will also affect the fishes that will eat them because they are not biodegradable. So many people do this by just throwing sweets without removing them from the wrappers. They just be throwing all the sweets inside like that. It is not good. You are actually damaging the fishes that will eat them, because the wrapper is going to be in their stomach and the stomach cannot digest it. So you are actually killing them. You must remove the plastic wrappers from all the sweets, from all the candy, all the chocolate. Make sure it's open, assuming like you want to eat them, before you throw them into the sea. So throw them into the river so the fish can easily eat them, or whatever we eat them, and they are not going to have problems of swallowing plastics. This is one mistake many people make. You must do that. Then for drinks and alcohol, if you are going to be giving alcohol, most deities, they love alcohol. You have to give them crystal clear alcohol, not the ones that are brownish in color or black in color. They prefer crystal clear, gin or whiskey or gogoro, schnapp, those ones that look like water. So you will give them this, and some people will throw the bottle inside the water. They will just open it, turn a little bit, and they will throw the whole bottle. People do that, but if you want to be more environmentally friendly, you can just empty it like you're pouring libation. You just turn it into the water. As you are turning it, you are saying something or you're giving it to them. You empty the bottle of this content, then you take the bottle home, or you can also use this bottle to also take some water back from the sea or the river to take home to use for your spiritual work, your spiritual cleansing. Normally, when people give offerings, you also take something back. You take part of the water back home, and you take some sand from the river or from the sea to put in your altar. You can also be using those for your spiritual work and your prayers and anything. So it's advisable to use the same bottle you give to drop the alcohol, to take some of the sea water or the river water back home. So you don't use the bottle to also pollute the river or pollute the sea. Okay. We do this with soft drinks like Fanta. They love Fanta a lot. Many people love the color of that drink for one reason or another. I mean, I love it too. You can take some Fantas there. It's better than Coke. Take it there, fruit juice. You turn it in as well. Make sure you take the empty containers. You don't just throw the containers in. You take them back on so you don't pollute the sea. Okay. Before you do this process, you can also sing or dance or recite a poem that you have written, or the poem somebody have written to that deity. You can sing it or say it out to them. It has to be something that you are actually talking, assuming that the river is actually a person. Addressing, you should address them as a person. Talk to them, tell them what you want. You actually do this process before you make the offerings. You introduce yourself, tell them who you are, tell them where you come from, tell them what you want to do, tell them why you are bringing these gifts, ask for anything you want to ask for, then you present the gifts. When you are doing this, it should not be a public show. I've seen many people, anytime they want to give offerings, they always want to make it a public show. It reminds me of the way of the Pharisees and Sadducees in the Bible that always like to pray in the public. When they give alms, they give it in public. Anything they do it with public in front of many witnesses, so people will see, we are holy, see, we are doing this. So many fake spiritualists, they like to do these shows so that everybody will see them. We think that, oh, they are so spiritual, oh, they have a direct connection with the deity. They like to do these shows so much that we take a lot of people, carry musicians, make a lot of noise, let people see them doing these things so that they will think that they are the real child of the goddess. It is just show. When you see this kind of things, most times I get upset when I see this, because they are using it to deceive people. This is how most of them behave. Normally, people don't even need to be around if you are really serious. If I want to do such things, I make sure that people are not there. I go there alone so that I can be able to be free. It's better you go there alone when no one is there and talk to them and do your thing free. That is where you make the most connection with whatever you are connecting with. It's a personal connection, not a public affair. So when you see people always doing public affair of offering sacrifice, except it's a ceremonial thing, you should suspect them. Most of the time it's fake people that are doing that. Some stupid ones will always go the way to get a live offering like a fowl or a chicken or a goat to want to impress people. Some will kill this animal in the water. You don't do that. A big no-no is not to kill any animal you are offering. If you must give a living offering, you have to throw the animal into the water. If it survives, it survives. Most times they survive. The animal will swim out to the shore, and then somebody will take that animal. So normally when they do this in the olden days, when people see you leading a goat or taking chickens to the river, They are very happy. You will see children from the village running after you because they know that you are not going to kill that animal. It is against the law. These deities will not accept dead meat. So when the people, after finish everything, they throw these animals into the river. Before you know, you see boys start diving in to catch that animal. It's their own portion. They will catch it and they will take it home to eat it. And you have to give it to them because that's the way it works. You have given it away. Whoever gets it, gets it. If something from the sea or river takes it, that's their portion. If the animal escapes, it's free to go. So you must not kill the animal or shed blood or turn any dark liquids into the sea or the river. For sea offerings especially, if you are offering sea offerings, you are giving fruits. It's best if you peel the fruit and cut it into little pieces so that the fishes can actually eat these fruits and be very happy. The fishes are like the messengers of the deity most times. So it's like you are feeding them. You should assume you are preparing this food for them. So you have to cut it. Some people will just throw the fruits fully into the ocean. Then the water will wash it to the shore. You have not really, it will be difficult for the animals to eat it like that. So it's better you cut it into tiny pieces if you really want to give it to them. You put in that time so that it's easier for fishes to eat. Then ocean too, you should also give salt. They love salt a lot, the ocean deities. So you should take a bag of salt or a small plastic bag, and part of your offerings must include pouring salt into the ocean. They love it a lot. The more salt you put, the more they are happy, the more they want to work with you. You can also put honey. So anytime you go into ocean, you get a little bag of salt, get some honey, get a little bottle of clear crystal whiskey. And if you can get some sweets, you get it, you are good to go. So this is something you can do by yourself. You don't need any middleman, you don't need any native doctor, any babalawo, any spiritualist. It's your personal connection. You can choose to do this once a month or anytime you feel the need to do it. It's as simple as this, as simple as A, B, C, D. When you begin to do this, if deities start responding, they always respond because they give and take relationship. There is a universal law in the spirit world that you give something and if they accept it, they are obligated to do what you ask for. As far as they accept that gift, they cannot they cannot break that law. They must do the thing that you ask for. So if you give this offering in a proper way and your request is reasonable, then they have no option than to return the favor to give you what you ask for. Okay? So there is no need for any middleman or some fake spiritualist telling you that they are the son of this deity, blah, blah, blah. They are the only ones that can intercede on your behalf. You don't need them, once again. This channel is dedicated to be exposing the truth about African spirituality, how to practice it the original way. It is a very simple and highly effective system if you know how to go about it. It is very, very practicable, environmentally friendly, and very peaceful and simple. So this is how you give your offerings to the river and sea deities. Okay? No blood sharing. You're not breaking any bank. Very cheap, not expensive, easily doable, no need for intermediaries. It is your one-on-one personal relationship. Okay? I know this video is going to put many fake spiritualists out of business. My channel is going to put so many of them out of business, but the truth needs to come out so that people can be able to move forward in life. You cannot be deceiving people, taking money from people that you are the intermediary of the sea. You are just a bloody scammer. You need to get a better job. Get some skills to improve yourself, okay? Not be deceiving people with spirituality. So this is what I have for you today. This is how you offer offerings to the sea and river deities. Questions and comments are welcome. Like and share this video. Do not hide it from your friends. Encourage people to watch and subscribe to the channel. I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye.